Here we go. And welcome, we are now here finally for the start of the 1992 season. We are doing the qualifying races here for the Daytona 500, this time starting the inside line. We're going to be setting that here. We'll be setting the outside line directly after this race. The only spots that are guaranteed are qualifiers number 1 and number 2. They stand as Tim Richmond, who got the pole for the Daytona 500, and you're going to have Sterling Marlin, who got the outside pole for the Daytona 500. He'll be rolling off first in the next race. The top 10 rolling off on this race. We've got Tim Richmond, Ricky Rudd, Terry Labonte, Darrell Waltrip, Chad Little, Mark Martin, Morgan Shepherd, Kenny Wallace, Dale Earnhardt, and Ken Schrader will round out the top 10 here for Duel number 1. Here comes the command for the Duel. As I realized the audio was cut there, unfortunately. We've got the audio back, however. And we are ready to get this going. So here's how it's going to work. Just like with the Prelude, it's going to be a 20-lap dash. No cash prizes. But this directly impacts where you start in the Daytona 500, which is a big deal. If you end up starting towards the back, you'll probably get put with some slower cars you don't want to be around. So qualifying, oh so crucial here. Here we go, we're coming to the line, and the green flag is out for Duel number 1. And man, Tim Richmond got a really good jump here going into turn 1. That should allow Ricky Rudd to jump down to the inside, but no, that's not going to be the case. Terry Labonte's going to fill the hole rather quickly. Tim Richmond will lead him here going down the back straightaway. Tim Richmond, he will continue to lead here going down the back straightaway. Now Terry Labonte ducks down to the inside going into turn number 3. This should give the lead to Labonte. Now in the Prelude race, there was definitely a slight bit of an issue where we had both Mark Martin and Davey Allison. They were just deadlocked side by side for the lead. We'll see if that ends up playing out in a similar scenario today. I have a hard time believing that that's going to end up happening. Yeah, that's not going to happen here, mainly because we have cars that should be able to pass a reasonable disparity of speed here, at least, going on. Going down the back straightaway, Terry Labonte is your leader. You can see Morgan Shepherd going for the second position. 3 abreast for position number 2. Tim Richmond gets into the wall. And that is your pole sitter, potentially ruining his race car. And he's going to have to be very, very careful about that. And oh, we got a blow up. Stanley Smith, the number 49. The man fastest in practice before the duels. He shocked everyone by putting down the fastest lap in duel practice. And here he is, a blown motor. So you could probably see why he ended up being the fastest. They probably asked him to get a little bit too much out of the car. He'll be rolling off in 41st. There is always the possibility that they can get that car back up and running, but yeah, that is not good at all. Meanwhile, Rob Moroso, 1990 Rookie of the Year. He's going to get passed by Davey Allison, the man who won the Prelude to the Throwbacks. And now here comes Brett Bodine down to the inside. He's going to get a big push here by Jimmy Horton. Believe it or not, that is actually one of Alan Kowicki's cars, the number 32 of Horton. That is a second Alan Kowicki car. So Alan Kowicki trying to branch out to be a two-car team. We'll see how that ends up panning out for Kowicki this season. Jimmy Horton, of course, a career journeyman throughout the Throwbacks. He's been in a couple of seasons, but nothing really of note to this point. Ted Musgrave going to go to the lead. One of the many rookies that actually looked pretty impressive in 1991, I'd have to say. Him and Bobby Hamilton both looked very, very good. And Wally Dullenbach didn't look too bad either in that number 90 car. So we'll see what those three in particular are able to do going forward. And now here comes Jimmy Spencer down low. Spencer to the inside of Musgrave. The 98 car will now take the lead. Right behind him, number 83, Lake Speed. And there goes the 98 up the track. Speed now down to the inside. We'll see what Speed is able to do here in that 83 machine. He slides up the track. Leaves room for Strickland. Strickland now charging hard in that number 12. He'll take the lead here. And now we've got three Fords lined up on the inside lane. Hutch Strickland, Terry Labonte, Mark Martin. And Terry Labonte wants nothing to do with Hutch. Yeah, Labonte just pretty much moved him right out of the way there. Hutch Strickland got a little bit loose as Labonte closed in very quickly. And now Labonte looking to charge really hard here in the front. Mark Martin second with a very hard charging Tim Richmond. And Darrell Waltrip behind him. Got a lot of General Motors down there on the inside in a row. 5 of them all lined up. Tim Richmond, Darrell Waltrip, Kenny Wallace, Dale Earnhardt, and the King, Richard Petty, in his final Daytona Duel race. He might be able to compete for the win here. 7-time Daytona 500 winner, Richard Petty, trying to put up an effort here in the duels. We'll see what that 43 car can do. He hasn't really been able to do much, unfortunately, in the latter stages of his career. Age definitely a factor. Years upon years of horrifying crashes definitely taking a factor. And now here we go. Rookie Kenny Wallace with Team 3 Motorsports trying to take the lead away from Darrell Waltrip. And this guy, I can tell you, is all sorts of hyped up. Kenny Wallace, brother of Rusty, the defending series champion, trying to make a name for himself in the Cup Series. He had an excellent run down in the Busch Series. With the Dust Devil car, he brings that sponsorship, along with a new owner in Sam McMahon. And we'll be able to see what that Team 3 owner-driver combination is going to be able to do. Yeah, they had Mickey Gibbs drive for him last season, which didn't really amount to much. But I can promise you Kenny Wallace should be a much better driver for that 24 car. Meanwhile, the man in black, Dale Earnhardt, trying to take the lead away from the 17 of Darrell Waltrip. Waltrip is fast, but Earnhardt should be there. Going down the back straightaway, it's Earnhardt in the lead. And you can imagine it'll probably be very difficult to wrestle the lead away from that 3 car if he's able to break away. Look at the speed of Waltrip down the back straightaway. Now, we were seeing something very similar with... We were seeing something very similar with that 28 car in the Prelude race. He was just very, very fast off the outside lane. Earnhardt almost making a mistake there. He almost got trapped in the sucker hole for 3 wide. Not the place you want to be at Daytona. I'll tell you what, the outside lane's really starting to hold on against the inside lane now. That outside lane might be where you want to be. Darrell Waltrip now maybe you might be able to successfully pass Earnhardt on the outside lane. Not quite able to do it. The shorter way around the track seems to be faster for a little bit, but that speed they are able to get off the high lane coming off the top of the corner seems to be most beneficial right now, as the 3 and the 17 have been deadlocked in a battle. A couple of 3-time NASCAR champions going at it one-on-one. Dale Earnhardt winning his in 1980, 1986, and 1988. Darrell Waltrip in 81, 82, and 85. Some of the best who have ever done it here in NASCAR. And let's not forget the 7-time champion Richard Petty right behind these guys in the 3rd position. And rookie Kenny Wallace sitting in 4th. I don't know if they're really keen on getting anything done here. I think Dale Earnhardt might have a good run here. If he gets a good push through 1 and 2 from the King, he should be able to clear Waltrip. I think this is just a case where we have positions 3 and 4, cars that aren't necessarily established, not exactly the fastest cars in the field, and you can see that that may be causing this deadlock here up front. Darrell Waltrip trying to get this pass done on Dale Earnhardt. Can't get it done there. The outside lane was the prevalenter lane during the Prelude. Earnhardt will lead that lap, however. Yeah, we're seeing something very similar to what happened in the Prelude between Mark Martin and Davey Allison, where you get 2 of the fastest cars in the field get locked up together and they just get wadded up here side by side, and neither of them are able to gain any sort of advantage. Plenty of moving around in the back of the pack. That outside lane really starting to look like it might lose some members here. Yeah, there's really only 6 good cars left in that outside lane. You might think that that should give a huge momentum advantage to the inside lane. We'll see what happens here. That momentum advantage seems to be good enough, as Dale Earnhardt barely able to eke past Darrell Waltrip on the inside lane. But Waltrip just so good through the tri-oval, he's going to end up getting ahead of Earnhardt as Ken Schrader goes way up the track. Now this might shuffle the power to the outside lane all of a sudden. All of a sudden the outside lane looks really impressive. Now we have Morgan Shepherd drop down to the inside. Now the inside lane looks like the place to be. Richard Petty continues to try to find a way around the 3 car. I think Dale Earnhardt might have it done here. Yeah, Dale Earnhardt just needs to have a very good turns 1 and 2, and he should be able to clear that 17. Look at the run Waltrip's able to get. What a push from Kenny Wallace. Yeah, the inside lane. It seems like Richard Petty keeps on trying to see if he can make a pass on Dale Earnhardt. And either he doesn't have the momentum or it doesn't have the speed to be able to get it done. And he's not able to push Earnhardt all the way in front of the 17. If he can push Earnhardt in front of the 17, that's probably going to be his best chance at winning this. Trying to duck underneath Earnhardt there, coming off of turn number 4. We've seen him look pretty much every single lap. And that usually creates a big gap between the 3 and the 43, and that's been a difference. You also see him give a look every single time we go through the tri-oval. I don't know if he's just trying to set Earnhardt up. If Richard Petty can win in his final duel, the final qualifying race of his career. Darrell Waltrip almost had Earnhardt cleared going into 3. Yeah, Waltrip looked very, very good there. Now, it looked like that Richard Petty was right to the back of the 3 car there coming off the turn. That should help Earnhardt's momentum. And then you could just see, by the time they get to the start and finish line, Petty's just not to the bumper of the 3 car anymore. Meanwhile, the 24 is. And Kenny Wallace is just pushing the hell out of that 17 car in the outside lane. A complete deadlock continues here for the lead. Dale Earnhardt and Darrell Waltrip have been side by side for a large majority of the second half of this race. Dale Earnhardt getting pushed by Richard Petty. 2 laps to go here from Daytona. Remember, this is to effectively see who will start third for the Great American Race this weekend. Wow, you see a lot of the cars getting up on that outside lane. Will that be enough? Wow, the 17's got a good run. Can't quite clear the man in black going into turn number 3. Richard Petty can't quite keep it on the bumper of the 3 coming off of 4 as he gets loose again. Coming to the line, white flag, dead even. Scorers probably would give it to Waltrip. Oh boy, Earnhardt looks very good to clear the 17 here. Earnhardt, probably the best look that he's had the entire race. But Kenny Wallace absolutely pushes the hell out of the 17 down the back straightaway yet again. Earnhardt with a great run through turns 3 and 4. It's going to be a race side by side to the line. And it's going to be Earnhardt, I believe. Earnhardt has been credited with the win by a very insignificant margin. That is going to be by 2/1000ths of a second according to timing and scoring. That is incredible. Wow. Anyways, that's going to conclude our coverage for duel number 1. Don't go very far. In a couple of minutes, we will be live with